Nothing is stopping you from making YouTube videos. Not a fancy camera, expensive editing software, or the excuse of simply not having time. In fact, I'm going to prove that to you in this video where I'll be giving you a step-by-step guide to creating good, professional-looking videos using just this handy piece of metal. It's Leanne and I've been making YouTube videos using only my phone for almost 2 years now, and I've really learned a lot of the ins and outs when it comes to doing it fast, easy, and somewhat professionally. So assuming that you already have your channel set up, step 1 is to get a video idea, so something to make a video about. In the beginning it's kind of hard to think of something because you don't have a specific niche yet, or maybe you do, I don't know, but if you don't, simply ask yourself, what are you good at that you can teach to others? Or ask the people what they want to see. If you already have a little audience, giving the people what they want to see is going to be the key to growth. If you're still stuck, simply search for inspiration on Google, Pinterest or YouTube. Type in first video ideas, you will find something, I promise. Once you have a video idea, step 2 is to do some research. You need to make sure that the content of the video is good and trustworthy. The quality of the video can be super bad as long as the information or tips that you're sharing are reliable, unique or interesting. That's what makes the viewers come back for more. So what I usually do is I watch other YouTube videos on that topic, I browse the web and I read some articles, and then in the end I combine all of the information I learned to create my own video. If it's a skill you'll be teaching, make sure that you're good at it and you know what you're doing. You need to educate yourself before you can educate others. Step 3 is scripting. So once you know what the content of the video is going to be, it really helps to create a layout that will kind of guide you while you're filming. So I used to only make bullet points, but I found that it's really easy to get off topic and start rambling. So now I create full-on scripts, sometimes even word for word, which I memorize before I start filming. This shortens the editing process significantly since you know what to say and how to say it. It also really helps to have a structured video, like saying step 1, step 2, or giving some type of indication that you are now moving on to the next point. I'll be making a video on scripting very soon, so make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out. Step 4 is a long one, so you're going to want to take notes, and that is filming. Believe it or not, this is the easy part, but it's also the most important. Just sit down somewhere where you look and feel confident and comfortable with your script on your lap or somewhere out of frame. Mine is on my computer over here. And then simply press record. There is a few things that you should take note of to increase the overall look and quality of the video. And the first thing is your background. You don't want it to be distracting. It needs to be aesthetically pleasing, neat and organized, because if there's going to be a banana on your shelf, I am going to see it and it is going to annoy me throughout the whole video. Make sure you're filming in landscape mode. You would think everybody knows this by now, but no. Even though YouTube has made portrait videos compatible, nobody likes them and it's really hard combining horizontal and vertical videos into one, so just film in landscape mode. You also get more of your environment into the frame, which is better for vlogging since more of your surroundings is visible to the audience. When it comes to deciding between the front and the back camera, it is common sense that the back camera is the better quality camera and therefore it is the better option. But there are some issues that might convince you to use the front camera instead. One being that you can't see when it stops filming. This happens every single time you get notified that your phone is on 10 or 20%. Your phone could completely shut down and you'll only notice by the time you're done filming, and then you didn't even film anything at all. Another problem is that sometimes you're not in focus and then the whole video is blurry. It's really hard to adjust the focus if you're not actually sitting in the frame. You just have to decide if you'd rather have a better quality video or film more efficiently. If you do indeed decide to film with the front camera, make sure to actually look at the camera and not at yourself. If you were wondering, I film with my front camera. I find that it doesn't make the biggest difference and I feel much more confident seeing myself while filming. The way you position your phone is also pretty important. So for sit-down videos like this, a tripod would be pretty useful, but I don't even have one. This is what I see from where I'm sitting, and as you can see, I literally just lean my phone against the window, and if I need to make it higher, I'll just stack it on some books or on a tin or something. Make sure that the camera is level with your eyes so that your eyes are actually open. This also counts for vlogging. You can use a selfie stick, but it looks kind of weird in public, so just make sure your arm is straight and angled right. For B-roll footage like this, I have this DIY tripod, and it is really funny. I take my selfie stick and this makeup box thingy, I open it up and balance the selfie stick inside, then I close the top as much as possible so that it's nice and sturdy, and then voila! That's how I film in odd places where I can't lean my phone against anything. Having good lighting, it's really simple, just face the windows. Good lighting equals good quality video, so this is really important. I would actually recommend getting a ring light so that you don't have to worry about the time of day like I do. It's really frustrating. I need to hurry up. But if you don't have one, natural light works perfectly fine, and you can also use a lamp if you really want to, but that usually gives off a yellow light, which isn't pretty. For the audio, you don't need a mic. It's good to invest in one, but as long as you're filming somewhere where the wind isn't blowing, aka outside, or in a quiet environment, you shouldn't have any problems. That counts for voiceovers, but you can use the built-in mic that comes with earphones and headsets. So this is really important, and it is to make sure that you have enough storage on your phone. Your phone will also stop recording if you run out of storage. This used to be a big problem for me, so what I did is I went and bought the Leaf iBridge 3 flash drive. It connects directly with my phone, so I can store pre-filmed videos on it so that it doesn't take up the storage of my phone. And honestly, I do not recommend this specific flash drive. One, because it was super expensive, and two, because it's so glitchy and it kind of doesn't work, but I found a way to make it work. But there are a lot of other devices that you can try that also connects directly with the phone, or you can upload it to the cloud or on apps like Google Drive or Dropbox, so that's always also an option. It also makes a huge difference to shoot 1080p videos than 4K videos, because 4K videos take up a lot of storage. But if you have the storage, why not? It's better quality. Next, I recommend putting your phone on airplane mode while filming. You don't want any system sounds like buzzers or ringtones in the video, and when someone calls you, it's actually going to stop filming, so putting your phone on airplane mode just keeps you from getting interrupted and distracted as easily. My last tip when it comes to filming is to film in sections. So film your intro, outro, and different steps separately in separate videos. This speeds up the filming and editing process a lot since you don't stutter or ramble as much, and it's easier to put the video together when you're editing. Okay, so step 5 is editing the video. This is the fun part. In my opinion, iMovie is the best free editing software when it comes to editing on your phone. I used to use it. It is great for first-time editors. It's super easy to understand. I now moved over to Lumafusion, which is not free, but if you are willing to pay the price, Lumafusion is the best app to edit with on a phone or an iPad if you don't have Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere. For the sake of this video, I do know a lot of you will be editing with iMovie, so I'm going to do a really quick tutorial on that. Okay, so going into iMovie, create a new project and select all of the media that you want to be in your video. Once it's inserted, you can do all of the basic stuff like splitting, trimming, and cutting. And you can also add transitions in between two different clips. But I must say there is not a big selection to choose from, but you can change the direction and duration of the transitions. Some other basic features include speeding up the clips, adding in text or filters, but I would not recommend that because the filters aren't very pretty. You can also do zoom ins or jump cuts with a feature iMovie calls Ken Burns, and you can add overlay videos or pictures, and that's pretty much it. Just export your video and it will be added to your gallery. And I am well aware that Android users do not have access to iMovie, so there's two apps that I know of that might work well, and that is Filmora Go and KineMaster, I think that's how you say it. If you do know of any other apps that is good and works well for Android, comment it down below and help each other out. Guys, I'm editing the video right now, and I didn't know this at the time, but I recently found out that Adobe Premiere Clip is a great editing app. It's free, it doesn't have a watermark, it's super professional, and I do think it is on Android. So if you are on Android and you don't have any other option, that is great. If you don't have Lumafusion or iMovie, I really recommend using Adobe Premiere Clip. Be cautious of watermarks because I have edited full videos on other apps, and then when I export it, it has this ugly watermark on it, and you don't want that because it looks really unprofessional. So, okay, step 6 is to create your thumbnail. So for starters, don't forget to take one. I do it all the time, and screenshotting from the video is not the best idea. I use Ipiccy, if you were wondering. It's a free website alternative to PicMonkey and Photoshop. It works just as great, but I do it on my laptop. So if you need something for your phone, I would recommend the app Fonto. Works brilliant. You can make pretty good thumbnails on there. If you would like to see how I make my thumbnails, just comment down below and I can do a tutorial on that. Or even if you would like to know how to make it with your phone, I can do that as well. The only thing to really take note of when making thumbnails is that you don't want it to be too overwhelming. Simple is usually best and it looks neater overall on your channel. So step 7 is to finally upload the video. So you can do this on your phone or on a computer. I like doing it on my laptop. Just insert the title, description tags and the thumbnail and press upload, depending on your Wi-Fi speed. But there you go. If you don't fully understand video SEO, which is the title, tags, description and the thumbnail, and how to optimize it for the best YouTube growth, I'll be making a video on that really soon. And in my next video, I'll actually be showing you exactly how I edit my YouTube videos using my phone and all of the apps I use for that. So if you're interested, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I upload next. You don't want to miss it because I am doing an entire series on social media. You can click up here if you want to see the other videos that I have made about it. If you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comment section what other videos, YouTube related or Instagram or Twitter related, you would like to see, and I will make a video on it. Till next time.
Hold up.